Valentushkin's been held scoreless throughout these 3 games, and you were talking about how pretty much everybody's been playing their best. What is it that you see we've seen that he's been kind of streakish in the past, but is there something that needs to happen for him to kind of get activated?
It's a tough question. I don't know. I mean, it's not like he's been held off like creating scoring chances. He hit a post the other night, 4-on-4. I think he's doing some good things. I think he's playing hard and committed on the defensive side of things. But like I said before, it's a tough time of year to score goals, especially when you're playing a team like the Kings. So I think you just got to stick with it, and hopefully eventually something goes in for him. He's not the only one on our team that hasn't, scored, and I think you get it done by committee this time of year.
Next, we'll go Pat Grant with the Associated Press.
Hey, Coach, thanks for taking the time. Real quick, Josh Manson, any update on him?
Yeah, I don't have one yet. Like, he's getting reevaluated today. I hope to have some more information tomorrow or the next day, even on if he's going to be able to play or if he's going to need some time. But I don't have any of that information just yet.
And then, sorry, my question is, in regard to Gabe, I mean, a year ago, you're just getting him back. How's he looked, and how do you manage his minutes still?
I don't. He's full go. He's in great condition, as you know. Spends a lot of time working to be ready to play both on and off the ice. And I think, he's feeling good. We've had some of those conversations earlier in the year. We've kind of stopped having them because he's back to, full strength and ability. And I think he's playing great. I think he's slotted right back in where he was before. His ability to play with Nate and Marty and does a lot of times. And, right now we got him with Kadri and just kind of sort of spreading out our depth and making sure that we have 4 lines going, that we can be a 4-line team. And Kings are playing 4 lines for the most part as well. So it's kind of a good matchup for us. We can try and use our depth as they will as well.
Next, we'll go Jesse with Gorilla Sports.
Hey there, Coach. We talked to you, I think, yesterday about Brent Burns and the way that his play has kind of elevated on the ice here since the start of this postseason. I know you guys aren't a super young team, but what is a guy like that with the experience he's got, the way he plays, what has he been able to bring to the room this year that's maybe been different from what you guys have had in their past postseasons?
Yeah, I think it's just personality, right? It's experience, it's personality. He's a guy that likes to keep it light, but then still when the puck drops, he's a fierce competitor. There's a deep desire to win there, obviously, or he wouldn't still be playing. He's a guy that loves the game, and I think that all those things are contagious. And so you get in the Stanley Cup playoffs with a team that you feel like has a chance to win if you play to your potential. He's excited about it, and he's turning up his game at the right time of year. Like, this is something that he's been dreaming about, is taking another crack at this. It's why you work so hard in the off season and through an 82-game schedule to get this opportunity, and he's going to leave nothing on the table. And like I said, I think all those things are contagious, and a strong feeling around our room that's very similar.
Thanks, Coach.
Next, we'll go Tracy with NHL.com.
Hi, Jared. Thanks for doing this. Arturi Lehkonen. I know he's been a steady player for you throughout, but what is it about him in the playoffs that makes him so good, such a good postseason player?
It kind of, I think it starts with habits for me. Like, this is a guy that's, dialed in on both the offensive side of things and the defensive side of things. I think he's one of our most intelligent players. He understands exactly what we're trying to do within the structure of our game, how the game's played. And then he's just a fierce competitor as well. So when you take the competitive side of it and the intelligence side of it and the ability that he has, it's like, loose pucks, 50-50 pucks. He's always winning his touches to advance it, to get it to the open man. He understands where they are and how to make that happen. And I mean, he's a guy that, if you look at his goals, it's always big goals. It's always going to the net front and getting a touch on a puck in different situations. Like last night, penalty kill. Like he's not only on our power play penalty kill 5-on-5, but he's impactful in all those areas, and that starts to shine through when you get in, a series like this where it's hard to score goals. I think you do the right things repeatedly and you play smart and you're highly competitive and good things are going to happen for you. And that's kind of where I have Lehkonen, not just through regular seasons, but when the going gets tough and you get in a series like this, it's like those things tend to, shine through because he's doing the right thing all the time.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go Ryan with the hockey news.
Hey, Coach, thanks for your time. Defensively, this group has been solid, but the power play is 0 for 9 in the series. Is that a credit to LA structure, or is the team reverting back to some earlier season habits?
I don't think we're reverting back to earlier habits. I think it's, you have to give them credit. You have to give their goaltending credit. That being said, there's some, like we've let some power plays slip away here. We negated a few of them already in this series with penalties that we talked about. We've done some really good things and got some clean looks. Again, last night, I liked a few of the looks that we created, but it's not easy to score 5-on-5 at this time of the year. It's not easy to score on the power play. Would I like to see him chip in? Absolutely. I think we still have the ability to do that in this series and be a difference maker. For us, at least, I felt like last night that it did gain us some momentum, that we had some scoring chances, kind of got our power play guys feeling good about their game and some of the things that we did in the offensive zone. I'd like to see it sustained more. I'd like to see it get more dangerous, but it's just kind of working through what the Kings are doing. The intensity of the penalty kills this time of the year is high, and at some point you got to make a play and put one in the back of the net, and we've missed on a couple of close calls, and you just have to stick with it and try to make a impact the next game. That's what it is. It's not necessarily how many you score. It's the timing of some of these goals, and hopefully we can still get a big one that makes a difference for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
We'll go Bailey with DNVR.
Hey, Coach, you talked a little bit about Arturi Lehkonen's prowess in the playoffs, but I'm hoping you could maybe kind of speak on Logan O'Connor a little bit. He's a guy who really broke out for you guys offensively last season, even in game one, point production, finding some of those opportunities, and even last night's game. What is it about Logan O'Connor that really seems to thrive in a playoff setting?
He's a fierce competitor. Like that's one thing. Like number one is skating, his physicality, the tenaciousness that he plays with. It's what's needed this time of the year, and that's what he has in spades. He's gonna work as hard or harder than anyone on the ice and try to outcompete him. And generally he gets those types of scoring chances because of his skating, because of his competitiveness. And, he's another guy that's, trusted on the defensive side of things. He's always going to do the right thing to try and check the puck back to get you going on offense. And then he's going to go and out try and compete you to create scoring chances. And it's what we've seen through the course of this series. I think Logan's getting back up to speed quickly here after missing a lot of time. I think the best is yet to come for him, but he's certainly showing up and being a difference maker in this series.
Next, we'll go Megan with Gorilla Sports.
Hey, Coach. I know Sam Malinsky got his first taste of playoff hockey last year, and now in these playoffs, he's getting almost 20 minutes a night. Where have you seen the biggest growth in his game, particularly in playoff hockey setting from one year to the next?
It's the defending habits, physicality, details. Like it's on the defending side of things for me. Like I said many times, he's always been a offensive contributor with the way he skates, his shot, the way he sees the ice, both off the rush and in ozone play. But the biggest area of improvement, without a doubt, is his defending and being able to defend the right way and consistently against other teams' top lines. And we're seeing it in this series. He was likely our best defender in game 2 at home. In some tough matchups. Game 3, we lose Manson. We're playing 5D. There's penalties to defensemen. We're down to 4D at times. And, he's playing against everyone and playing with an intensity and a physicality and using his smarts and skating and stick to be able to shut down plays. And and some of it, I think one of the biggest differences in his game when it comes to the defending side of it is his net front play. He's hard to play against at the net front for a smaller guy, disrupting pucks that are coming to the net, sealing out when there's loose pucks there. You saw the big play he made with the empty net at home in game 2, defending Byfield, sealing him out and still clearing the puck and tying up his stick. It's all those things that I think are improved greatly, and it's really helping him be a strong player in the NHL and in NHL playoffs.
We'll go 2 more. First, we'll go with Murat with The Athletic.
Hi, Jared. I'm looking for the right phrasing on this, but you're describing your players, and it seems like you're proud of the dimension that they have, like that they can solve problems in different ways. The skilled guys are working at the net front, and it seems like maybe that dimension that all these guys have gives you a few different ways to win games. And if that makes sense, how important is it to have this versatile way of winning games, and how confident are you in your group going forward with that?
Yeah, I think it's really important, and I am confident that if we played the way we can and up to our ability, that we'll give ourselves a good chance to win. That consistency is really important this time of the year. I think it's, you set out with a team, it changes a little bit over time through the course of the season, but ultimately you want players that are versatile, that are highly competitive, that can play different types of games, well-rounded 200-foot players, right? Because then if you can do that as a group and you have enough of those players, then you can, we're a talented team that I consider us a pretty fast team, pretty skilled team, but we're competitive on the defensive side of things, and we see the importance of that. We pay attention to those details. So when you get in a stingy series like against the Kings, you're comfortable winning a 1-0 game. If it's a little bit more run and gun, you can do that too. If it's physical, you're able to do that. It's well-rounded players that can play a 200-foot game, I think, give you the best chance to win. And we have a team full of them, so we just have to play to the best of our ability and make sure that we're mentally tough and that we're, focused on the right areas when we go into a series like this. And then hopefully our guys' skill and ability shine through.
Thank you.
Yep.
Last one, we'll finish up with Will with 104.3 The Fan.
Hey, Jared, with how well Scott has played, is there a temptation to just kind of name him the number 1 goalie moving forward? Or do you sort of like the flexibility of handling this day by day with McKenzie still as an option for you guys?
Yeah, I think we're not like locked into any one goalie, Scott or McKenzie. We feel confident in both of these guys. It's but when you have to be able to be flexible, like Scott's playing really well. He's doing a great job in all 3 of these games. We have a 2-day break now. So I think we just have to take it day by day and see how our goalies are playing, and then, choose our starter for the next game and move on from there. I think we've run a certain way all year. Like we've had, one goalie play a handful of games in a row and do a good job and go to the next guy, and he's followed suit. And so it'll have a lot to do with rest, health, how they're playing, like those three things, keeping the guy that's not playing ready and giving him the work he needs, like you see, and some of the guys that aren't playing are doing a good job with that with Blackwood. And I think we have our options, and then we'll just try and make decisions going game by game.
Perfect. Thanks, Jared. That will conclude our media availability for today.